Okay, let's try this question. This looks like a Pythagorean trig question where they give us the tangent of an angle, and it's 3 over 4. That means the opposite over the adjacent side of the triangle formed by this angle. That's the tangent, 3 over 4. They tell us that the sine is less than 0, so the sine is negative. Well, there's two places this could be. It could be in the third quadrant or the fourth quadrant. But tangent is positive. Well, the only place where both of those things happen is the third quadrant. So that's the place where tangent is positive and where sine is negative. Some people like to use the tick method, and they tick off the first and the third, and they tick off the third and the fourth, and the third is what quadrant is what they have in common, where the tangent is positive and the sine is negative. But if the tangent's 3 over 4, and it's in this third quadrant, it's got to be 3 opposite over adjacent, but they're both negative. Oh yeah, I went to the left and I went down to get to here. So that's what it is, -3 and -4. And then if I use Pythagoras, I square 3 squared and 4 squared and take the square root, I get 5. There's where my first 2 marks come from. But they want us to find the value of 1 minus sine 2 alpha, but that's alpha. Well, what are we going to do? We need the identity, and the identity we need is the double angle of sine. There it is in your formula sheet, but you should have done enough questions that you know that it's 2 sine theta cos theta. Well, we can replace it with that, and I bet you we'd get a mark if by going sine 2 alpha is 2 sine alpha cos alpha. Well, hang on here. We can figure out what the sine of alpha and the cosine of alpha is just looking here. It looks like it's the sine is opposite over hypotenuse, -3 over 5. The cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, that's -4 over 5. Well, now all we do is take these fractions, put them in there, and we're going to get our answers. So we go 1 minus 2 times the sine of alpha times the cosine of alpha. We can put it in our calculator, or maybe we know that 6 times 4 is 24, and 1 is 25 over 25, 24 over 25. When you subtract, you get 1 out of 25. And the little green marks are just showing you where the marks come from. And I hope that helped.